James Bond franchise has been in a horrible place for the past few years as Hollywood has continually tried to wokeify it time and time again with all these crazy ideas of a female James Bond and all that type of nonsense, just as Hollywood continually does with every franchise that has a male hero that we love. They have to try to destroy it in any way possible. And it looks like today we just got some shockingly good news where the producer that owns the rights to James Bond has just completely squashed all of this nonsense. This is absolutely incredible to see, and it shows that as we enter into the second Trump era, the world may actually be healing as more and more people are starting to wake up and realize that the whole woke ideology is not a lucrative business in the long run, as it is not really that popular, and people are getting sick and tired of it. So we're going to get into all of the craziness here today and see what is going on. This is absolutely fantastic stuff. So James Bond on hold. Studio wants Marvel-style spin-offs. Producer calls them effing idiots. James Bond producer halts Amazon's plan for female 007. So we have a lot of really good news today. This is absolutely incredible, and it shows that James Bond may actually be a franchise that escapes all of the woke insanity, and it sadly would be one of the very few that would be able to do that, because let's be honest, most of the franchises that we love at this point have been completely destroyed by the woke nonsense in Hollywood. The world may have to wait for the next James Bond movie a little longer than usual now. The latest installment has been put on hold due to a feud between MGM Studios and long-term James Bond producer owner Barbara Broccoli. So a recent report over at the Wall Street Journal revealed that MGM wants to mine the James Bond IP for a series of Marvel-style spin-offs, which Barbara Broccoli vehemently opposes, and rightfully so. It is an absolutely stupid idea in every way possible. It doesn't even make sense why you would do that to James Bond, but of course, this is what Hollywood continues to do. They try to figure out ways how they can cash in and make a cash grab out of everything, and it completely backfires because it's nothing that people actually want to watch. Nearly 3 years after Amazon acquired the rights to release Bond movies through its $6.5 billion purchase of the MGM studio, the relationship between the family that oversees the franchise and the e-commerce giant has all but collapsed. Broccoli was quoted saying, calling the studio effing idiots for pushing the idea James Bond can become some kind of cinematic universe focused on a dozen characters. It is completely stupid in every way possible. Those with knowledge told the Journal that Amazon has pitched ideas like the female 007 spin-off series for the streaming service. Of course they are doing that because they have to continue to try to put their woke DEI crap into everything. However, Broccoli has made it clear she wants nothing to do with it. And that is a good thing to see. Broccoli has been someone who I've, been paying some attention to over the past few years, who unfortunately has been a little bit wishy-washy and kind of bending to and fro, saying that, it would be okay to explore the idea of a female James Bond and all that type of stuff. And it looks like now she is putting her foot down and saying she doesn't want to have anything to do with it. We, the fans, we, the people, have been able to stir up enough of a voice and backlash to the idea of a female James Bond that she doesn't want to have anything to do with that idea whatsoever. It's reportedly gotten so bad that Broccoli has threatened to delay the release of a Bond sequel by, in essence, holding the film hostage, which she totally can do. She has to sign off with approval on anything that happens with James Bond. So she literally has the power to be able to do this. Obviously, we've seen other people that have talked about this recently as well. People like, of course, Ana de Armas, who was in the most recent James Bond film, who has said that there's no need to reboot James Bond as a woman. So, more and more people are starting to wake up to see that this whole idea is absolutely ridiculous. And of course, the one person who is okay with the idea of, making James Bond potentially like a queer person or like some sort of like gay or something is, of course, Daniel Craig. But anyway, with all this nonsense being said, the fact that this is now being put to a halt, that this whole idea of doing all these stupid spin-offs, all these ideas for a female James Bond are being basically buried by Barbara Broccoli is a good thing for the James Bond franchise, and shows that, you know, maybe more and more people are starting to wake up to see that this whole woke crap is absolutely ridiculous. Nobody wants to have anything to do with it, and we are done with it, and we just want to have good stories with the characters that we like once again. So with that being said, let me know what you think about all this insanity. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon.